Look who's sorry now. Look who thinks they made a bad decision. Hi guys, this is Vlad from Hoops Junction. And today we're talking about the New Orleans Pelicans. Right now, they're in the 11th seed in the Western Conference. They're like 31 and 42 or 43. And this was the warning that I forewarned you guys about this whole trade. Everybody was loving this trade. They felt like the Pelicans were going to make a push to get into the playoffs, and look at them now. Sitting at 31 and 40 something, 42, 43 maybe. Not in the playoffs, not even in the playoff picture. Denver's still going hard. Portland Trailblazers still going hard. But the New Orleans Pelicans, not even in the race. And this is what I warned against. Demarcus Cousins went to that team. He still got technicals. I think they suspended him a game. This is not the greatest recipe. I felt like both teams kind of sold themselves short in this, hasty trade, because in getting Demarcus Cousins, the Pelicans gave up a whole lot, man. I felt like the Pelicans were on the cusp. They were like one star away, one free agent signing, or any kind of star player that went to their team to couple them with Anthony Davis. They would have been awesome. Even there were rumblings that Chris Paul was thinking about going back to New Orleans. So you could imagine Chris Paul, Anthony Davis. You would just have like a nice 1-2 punch there. You could have filled it out. You got Tyreke Evans as a shooting guard, or you could trade him, get a small forward. You could have made things work in New Orleans, because basically the Clippers are gonna go ahead and dismantle their team. So, you had that to look forward to. But with this trade, it was like all bets are off, because you have to pay both of these guys, Davis and Boogie Cousins. You have to pay them the max money. And then you have to entice somebody to come work with the Twin Towers with no shooting. And in today's NBA, it's all about shooting. It's all about spreading the floor. And who do you have on the Pelicans right now that can spread the floor consistently? Nobody. Omar Kasipi, I believe he got cut. So this is just not what the Pelicans wanted to see or wanted to do. You got to feel for Alvin Gentry. He gets the head coaching job. He hasn't had a head coaching job since Phoenix, and he's looking to do great things, bringing a winning culture. And the organization makes this trade, pulls the trigger. Maybe he had influence, maybe he did not. But I already saw the disaster in this, because you have two guys that played a similar position, and they need the ball at similar spots. It's not like one counterbalances the other. Maybe next year they could bring in some pieces, but honestly, if this little project doesn't pull off and takes its wings next year, you gotta trade Demarcus Cousins. I believe Anthony Davis has way more upside. Or if you want to trade Davis, that's up to you. But you can't have like two centers on the same team. It makes no sense. Like two centers. We haven't seen this as like college ball. Like this is not college ball. This is NBA basketball. So I feel for them guys, because they're not making any kind of push. And then if you look at the flip side, the Kings, they've actually been playing teams a lot better, a lot tighter. You've been seeing like a lot more exciting games out of them. They actually beat the Clippers a few games ago. They went on 22-3 run. So they have something bubbling there. And that they're them as well. They were only one player with Demarcus Cousins. They were one player away from getting to that elite, playoff level. They had Isaiah Thomas and they traded him. So it's just both organizations, hard heads, make a soft, ass, but they're just gonna have to learn the hard way. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla. Peace.